right, well, in downtown Seattle. At the waterfront here, got the Seattle Aquarium, the Big Wheel, Miner's Landing, the old Curiosity Shop. Anyway, I just thought I'd go live. I happened to come down to Seattle's waterfront on a random Friday, and it's been years. Check this out. I didn't realize that the planes swing south right over the city. The airport's a few miles south of here. Turned out to be a great day. They said it was going to be cold and rainy. It isn't very warm. It's like 65, 70, but the sun did make it out, so it's very comfortable for sightseeing. Sorry, the screen's so bright, I'm not going to be able to see your comments hardly. I apologize. I just can't get over the number of high-rises they built in the last 10 years down here. Since, like, that building right there is like 40 stories tall. I'll try to get right up there, get a good view of it. But, oh wow, there's a bunch of people coming down the stairs right there, like 20 of them. Oh, here we go. Look at that building. That one right there. It's like 40 stories. One and the one. That's a weird one. The one right here with the blue and yellow. They've made the windows smaller as you go higher. Interesting. I wonder if the higher units have like 2-3 windows versus single windows down below. Kind of given the perspective of a more windows, taller building than it really is. So tomorrow is the longest day of summer. I'm not going to show you everything. I spent a couple hours down that way, but what I'll do is I'll actually take you on a walk and talk. We're going to go back to where I parked my car, which is about a half mile from right here, but it's right in the heart of the city. Yeah. I apologize. There's no way I'm going to be able to read your comments, but I appreciate your comments. I'll try here, but it's so bright out. Let me see. I can get in the shade here. I can't read it. It says, type in caps. I can't read it. It's too small on my little phone screen. So we got cars, we got noise in cars. Yeah, they built dozens of new high-rise apartments and condos down here. Like, you're talking 30 and 40-story ones. So I don't know how many people live in one of those big high-rise towers. Like, say 20 people per floor times 40 floors. That's 800. So maybe 800 people in just one building. times dozens. We do have people with children, which is cool. I didn't know I could come down here and park. It would have only been $20. There's Elliott Bay, very cool waterway. You can ride Argosy. There's an Argosy cruise boat or ferries. It says, "Hey Jason," I can't read who's typing that. Oh, Scott, is that you, Scott Harrison? It's just hard for me to read the screen. Damn, if that's you, bro, I don't remember the last time you've been on one of my lives. Yeah, you got the heat and we don't. We've had the heat before this time of year, but we have weather like you, kind of mostly 60s and 70s all summer, right? Yeah, I know. I'll tell you, I was watching one of your videos today, bro, and I was like, I have a credit card. I could go to the airport. I could catch a plane to London. Running out of time. We've known each other for a long time, like 10 years, huh? At least 8 years, but I think maybe 10 years. Like, each year that passes that just this is for everybody. You don't have forever to meet up with people that you like or get along with or good friends. That's what brought me down here today, was a very good friend of mine. Very, very good friend of mine from kindergarten. Hadn't seen in a few years. So I came to Seattle. And man, it was not easy, but completely worth it. These are cool. So, something I've learned as I get older, basically every year you have less energy to go on magnificent adventures. So, don't think next year you'll have more time and more energy. You probably won't. So, what you can do today, don't put off till tomorrow. The amount of fun stuff I do nowadays, these are crazy. Compared to what I did 5 years ago is down 80%. 90%. Let's see what Scott's saying. Hold on, let me see. I think they'll get mad at me for a second, but let me see. Oh. It's not gonna let me turn up the screen brightness where I can read. The sun's just too bright. I can see the words, but I can't read them. It's oh wow, okay, so when they put, wow, look at that plane. cruising into SeaTac. So when they put this new raised road in, they kind of blocked these hotels here. I've stayed at these hotels. I wondered where the hotels on the waterfront went. So it's only like a 40, 50 foot elevation gain down from the marketplace. But they raised this whole road up. Yeah, I'm thinking either that place or this place. It's where I've stayed for my honeymoons. We'll just leave it at that. Yeah, now it's blocked by the road, which is okay. Because it had a great view. Well, yeah, there's the Port of Seattle. So the Port of Seattle was a very working, that plane's still up there, very working area. And they put the stadiums in and the Ferris wheel to make it a more aesthetic waterfront. So, yeah. At one time, we lived on Lenora, not right here, but up the hill a few blocks. These guys are working on this building here, doing something. Huh. This is the Seattle waterfront. Another plane coming in. It says, also you never win, they will just stop the world traveling. Yeah. They can shut it down at any moment. They can shut you down individually, controls. They can shut the whole world down, right? I'll never forget, I was on one of the last flights that still flew right at COVID. I had a flight planned. I was the only person on a plane besides the crew because it shut down all the airports, but I had a connecting flight. I don't remember where the connecting flight was, but I can tell you where the last leg of it ended. It was in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and it was me and the crew on the plane. I'll never forget that. It was like an hour and a half, 2 hours. We talked about what we thought was going on, what was happening, what would happen with the world. I walked through, so when it landed at Albuquerque, like they'd shut 90% of the power off. It wasn't at a crazy hour, but I walked through an airport without any employees. There was, they have a car rental place there, like a number of them, hundreds and hundreds, if not 1,000 or 2,000 rental cars. And everyone had been sent home, but one guy stayed. And yeah, so I flew on a plane. I was the only passenger. And then when I got to Albuquerque, there was one guy, and I'm super thankful. I think about him all the time, that helped me get my rental car. And all I did is I drove around Albuquerque, New Mexico, whatever day that was, maybe March 19th, March 20th. I didn't know what had happened. Everybody had disappeared. There was nobody anywhere. I was the only person who walked through the airport besides the crew. Once we landed at Albuquerque, walked all the way through the airport, exited, and then went to the car rental counter. Only person. I mean, how crazy. It felt like 3 a.m. on a holiday or something, right? Hey, I see your thing. It says you got a spare room. Dude, I'll come. I'm thinking I have some family right now that's in Europe, and they could use a hand. Not in the UK, but I'm like, hey, as long as you get to Europe, once you're over there, right? Just get over there. It's amazing mural. Awesome work there. Very cool. Hey guys, it's gonna get noisy. And as you can see, it's really beautiful, but lots of buildings. And there's cars. I don't know where. Yeah, somebody on a bike. Guy walking. Oh no, just with 30, 40 story buildings on a Friday afternoon. Wouldn't you think 5 or 10% of all the people that live in these buildings would be out enjoying this wonderful weather, coming down to grab a cocktail. Oh my gosh, is this El Gaucho? Grab a bite to eat, grab a refreshing beverage, walk the waterfront. I don't know. The size of cities and the size of the buildings just don't seem to sync up with the number of people out walking about. Oh, it is El Gaucho. Oh, wow, this brings back good memories. Yeah, we'd actually bring the boat up here and park it in the Seattle harbor. And that's cocktails. So cocktails are $20. They're expensive, but it's a good steakhouse. Oh, here we go. So steak is $59 to $89. Manhattan. Filet mignon. Salads are $13 to $20. El Gaucho on Blanchard and Western. Okay, well, I'm gonna check out because I actually didn't keep very good track of where I parked, but I parked somewhere 2-3 blocks up here. So, hey, buddy, I'll reach out to you, Scott, and let's email each other or whatever. We got to get together right before the sun sets. The sun has set on too many people that I know. So I'd be sad if I didn't meet up with you and have some fish and chips for it ain't what it used to be. Yep. Be sad if I didn't grab some fish and chips and a beer with you, buddy, before the last chapter is written for me. All right, guys, thanks so much. Go out and enjoy summer. The weather's great. Getting sunshine is great. And all right, take care. Comment if you want after the video posts.